the music always so goddamn loud? We live? We live. Unbelievably loud. Let's get into the game so I can just... What do I have to do? Where's the statistics? There we go. Oh yeah, I gotta look up... Stuff to do. How much Riddler shit do I still have to do? We'll find it when we get into it. Oh yeah, I still have to do the DLC shit. Completely forgot about that because I'm used to not having it. Oh, what Batman am I gonna use? I did Sinestro Corps, and that one looks fucking boss. 70s Batman, Animated Batman, Batman Incorporated, Year 1, Earth 1. Batman Incorporated, let's see what happens. I always, whenever I, like, pick up Arkham City, I always have to look up how to do the, Identity Thief side quest. For some reason I can never remember, because you have to go to a specific place and just find an alleyway with a body in it. Hey! Howdy. How you doing? Oh, let's see what this batsuit looks like. My god, look at that fucking... It looks like he's wearing a cod piece. Like, the bat bulges out. The hell am I doing? Side quests. 5%? Oh, because of the hostages. Identity theft, watching the wings. Oh yeah, speaking of which, let's finish this thing. You have to go to like each of these areas on the map in which you'll see a suspicious man standing around and talk to him and then do some other shit. Let me look up a guide for Arkham City side. Spell the word side correctly. Are there any Riddler Oh, Are there? Are there any Riddler thingies? You dope. I haven't played on my PS4 in I don't know how long. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Nothing to worry about. Nothing a little bat can't handle. Can I? Nope. Oh yeah, we're gonna do the entire Zaz thing tonight. So you'll hear about this weirdo and his miserable little life. Oh, what's this? Oh, I see now. Well, let's see. That's open, that's open. What's behind door number 3? Oh. Oh no. Oh Jesus. Oh crap. Shit. Okay, I have to start over. I'm doing fine. How are you? How am I? I'm doing great. All things considered. I say that as if there's like things to consider. No, I'm doing perfectly fine. Truthfully, because somebody sent me an ask a couple days ago that's like, hey, or it might have been yesterday, I don't know, time is a human construct. Where it was like, hey, do you still want to stream? And I'm like, yeah, I do. I like streaming. I do. I said it like a fucking, like an Italian, like, mob henchman. Yeah, I do. You know, as a matter of fact, yes, I do. But I do. I have anxiety, and it's like I'm like, oh God, I don't want to start and then be interrupted. I just want to have all this time to do it. So there's a lot of times where I'm not up to anything at all. Oh, that's a riddle. And I could be streaming, and then I just don't, because I'm like, what if I have to do something, and then nothing happens, because I lead a fucking unremarkable life.
Shut down Arkham City soon. Then where we gonna go? I kinda like it now that Strange and the Joker's gone.
No, that's all the balloons. But, you know, ultimately I'm doing fine. Thank you for being a real one, and being like, minute one, here I am. Oh, there's a tingy right under me. Somewhere. Oh, that's probably it. No. Oh. Oops. I mean, it's nothing a back handle. It's just an explosive. Another Riddler trophy. Oh yeah, I forgot we have to get all the Catwoman trophies. I have a Twitch alert on my browser. Also, you sent that add-on. Ah. You know what's funny? I was leaving Kia's house yesterday, and I told her about the, ask. And I was like, I really want to know. I hate when people send me add-ons, and I don't know who they are, because they're usually really sweet. And I'm just like, hey, do you want to be my friend? You seem to care about me. I want to care about you, too. So, yeah. I got sent that, and I was like, who, please, do you want to... Please, watch me. I live to be watched. Who am I being entertaining for besides my wife? And the cat? What's over here? Come in here. Make a little ice raft. Make a little ice raft. Make a little ice raft. Now what? Oops. Do I have to line launch? Oh, I do. And wire walk. I forgot which button that is, so I'm just gonna hit all of them. And, do a little grappy-doo. Yeah. That's not on it, but, whatever. Anything up here? Oh, another riddle guy. No, never mind. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. That guy's yellow, not green at all. I saw a bright color out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, I need to harass you. What's going on here? Oh, that's it? Okay. I always think, I wonder if at some point people will know it's me, how I type, whenever I send it on, even though I'm not sure I have a distinct speaking or typing style. I don't believe you do. I feel like you speak very neutral. Or type very neutral. Especially if I were sending an anonymous message with the purpose of, like, people not knowing who I am. I intentionally, like, omit my, like, vocal tics and stuff, because I type just how I speak. Did I do this already? No, that's not a riddle. Like, I use you know a lot. There's a riddle somewhere around here, I've been told. I mean a trophy. It's gonna be a lot of this. It's gonna be a lot of walking slowly around a building and checking my map. And for that, I only ask for your undying, non-stop support. I did a thing, I suppose. There's also all these, like, physical challenges. You have to use your, gadgets and abilities and stuff to do things. And one of them is to fire off my remote electrical charge so that it scares somebody. It's great when you do that and you're not even trying to. That wasn't even the one I was going for. Mama fucking Mia. Is it in one of these? Is it inside a Ferris wheel carriage? Is that what you call them? That's what I'm calling them. Well, I'm right on top of it. And it's not... This man isn't holding it. This lovely corpse. What's going on here? Let me just get rid of these guys. Because they're going to be annoying. Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go high up.
Survived this little encounter back at the asylum. Not many people can go head to head with a freaking Batmobile and survive.
Give them the old shockwave. I hope things aren't too quiet. Oh, I don't have my disruptor things yet, so I can't do this. Lame. But secrets lie over here.
Joke is dead. End of an era, man. End of a freaking era.
What am I doing? Okay. I'm sure there was something there. And the other thing is that I have a YouTube channel where I put all my VODs. I just kind of dump them there. I swear to God, one day I will learn how to edit. And that day's not today, my friend. Ah. But I just kind of throw the VODs on there, and I don't even think I threw any of the Arkham City VODs, because I still have them, of course. I have to buy an SSD, because
You're not getting past me again. What?
My laptop didn't have that much storage. I also emulate every fucking console under the sun, so that takes a lot of space, especially the more recent consoles. I'm gonna need an SSD if I'm ever gonna find out if I can emulate like PS3 and stuff. Because my PC's pretty good. I can play like, you know, some games on the highest settings. And by some games I mean The Sims 4. There was a Tumblr post that was like, oh hey, do you want all the Sims 4 DLCs? Here you go. And I'm like, oh sweet, thanks friend. And it took like 3 days to download. Because I needed to download it through like mega downloads, and that stuff has a bandwidth cap or whatever. Ah! So I've also been doing that, and that's fun. Okay. That, yeah, okay. Not gonna argue with that. Oh, there's probably one under the... No, never mind. That's in the building. I thought there was one under that bridge there that leads to the steel mill. But yeah, as I always intend to offer... Oh yeah, it's the thing I can't find. Just a nice chill stream. Farting around in Arkham City. Trying to finish this game so I can move on with my life. And the next thing I'm gonna do, oh, it's not gonna be Batman. I bought one of my favorite franchises in the entire world is the Katamari franchise, and I bought Katamari Damacy Reroll for the PlayStation 4. And as much as I wanted to play Bioshock, ooh, I think I might just 100% Katamari Damacy Reroll, on top of the fact that I 100%ed Katamari Damacy Reroll on the Switch, and Katamari Damacy on the PS2, and then again on a PS2 emulator. I don't got a problem, you got a problem. What are you looking at? Hey, hey! How you doing? Aaron, thanks for coming. I only edited one video because right before a boss fight my emulator fucked up constantly, so I had to edit two streams together and cut out the fuck up from the first. Katamari Damacy, such a good series. I really hope that the music doesn't give me like a copyright thingy, where it'll be like, it'll block it or mute it or something, because needless to say, that's some of the greatest music in any video game ever, and I'll stand by that. I don't even feel like that's a controversial opinion, so like whatever. But like, oh my god, the music's so good. I was recently playing, actually, We Love Katamari. I've been meaning to 100% that, too. Because I've 100%ed Katamari Forever on the PlayStation 3 multiple times. And if I get... I have a capture card. Ah. So I'll be playing Katamari Forever as well. And if my internet... Because that's only on PlayStation Now. And if that's not good enough to stream that game and then stream it to the internet live, then I'll make that a YouTube exclusive series. Ooh. But I've 100%ed Katamari Forever no less than 3 times. Oh, fuck everything. Wish more of the games are on PC. I know, they put Reroll on Steam and that was about it. However, if you have PlayStation Now, you can stream PlayStation Now games to your PC. And Katamari Forever is there, and Katamari Forever might be my favorite one. It's very, very, very good. It basically just takes all the greatest levels from all the other games and is like, here you go. Plus a bunch of really cool remixes of music, along with some original songs that I really like as well. It includes the best version of, fuck, what, I can't remember the name of the song. But it has a couple really good versions of songs. At least there's the emulators. Yeah, that's how I played, Katamari Damacy and, We Love Katamari. Because I own Katamari Damacy, but I wasn't going to buy, We Love Katamari, because I was like, I can just do that for free. And it's a really good game. But playing it after, I still have to go that way. Playing it after playing Katamari Forever so much is a trip, because, like, a lot of the levels are just the same. Like, it's the exact same thing. You're just doing it here on a PS2. Right? It's over there, yeah? Yeah. I gotta get up high. RPC3 is somewhat decent, though, depending on the game. Yeah, I've been meaning to, test out, things like RPCS3 or something to that degree. What's the PS2 emulator I use? PCSX2. And that's been pretty painless. I also have a PS1 emulator because I also wanted to do every, oops. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Every Metal Gear game ever made. And I own a copy of Metal Gear Solid, but I own it through the Metal Gear Legacy Collection, which only gives you a download code from Metal Gear Solid 1. For reasons, I assure you. And I was like, I own the game, I'm not fucking buying it again. So I am playing through that on a PS1 emulator, and it's very, very good. I really, really like it. I really liked Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2. Metal Gear 2 is a very good game for the time period. Oh my god. Oh no. Don't shoot me, I'm just a Batman. Trying to live my Bat life. That's really dumb. It is. They have every Metal Gear game, obviously besides Acid and stuff, up until Metal Gear Solid 3. And like Ghost Babel and the Game Boy game, obviously. I mean, like all the main ones. But they didn't include Metal Gear Solid 1. You know, one of the most famous games of all time. Oh, but we're gonna give you a download code for it, and it's only good once. All these fucking guys with guns. Like, get a fucking life. Get a job, get a hobby. Get a jobby. Still need to play that series, but horrible at stealth. The earliest games rely far less on stealth, thankfully. So Metal Gear 2, and Metal Gear Solid, you don't have to be, like, stupid good at stealth games to play that. And even to a degree, Metal Gear Solid 4. But that also is because I'm very comfortable with that game. So I guess to me it's easy, but like, there are a lot of ways to just get around stuff, and there's a lot of things to do. I would say probably the hardest one to play, like, cold, would be Metal Gear Solid 3. And, funnily enough, that's probably the best one. I don't know, I haven't played it. I actually played the demo for Metal Gear game on 3DS, and I really enjoyed it. Oh, Peace Walker, I believe that is. People like Peace Walker. And that, like, for Metal Gear on the go, it's good. It's good. God, just fuck you, huh? Tired of you. Everybody come here.
What? This way, we went.
Batman, throw it at the right guy, please.
Over here, I got him. He's over here.
I forgot about the game though, so I never got it. That's okay. I've been curious about that game, but I don't know. I don't know. I have a lot of other games to play. I've got a lot of games to play. The only thing I saw from Peace Walker was the box scene. I don't know what you're talking about. The box scene. Some thingies here. Is there like a... Oh, it's probably underground. In this... Excuse me, in the sewer area. I mainly wanted to get into it because I've been playing Metal Gear Solid 4 ever since it came out. That was the first game I played in the series. Because I was like 10. My brother's played like through the earlier ones. I remember watching him play that. And but Metal Gear Solid 4 was the first one I sunk my teeth into. And there was this YouTube video essay that was like 4 hours long that explained like why that game like doesn't fit in with the rest of the series. And I love it, and I've watched it multiple times, and I'm like, maybe I should play the other games. And so I did, and I've been enjoying it. Because sometimes, dumb long video essays are good. Something in here? No, I would have gotten it if it was here. It was for Snake and Kaz. Oh, I forgot that character was in Peace Walker. I thought he was introduced in 5. Another game I'm like vaguely interested in. That's another game that's on PlayStation now, so I'm not gonna buy it or anything. Yeah. Also, I just love Snake. Snake's a very easy character to love. He's one of those characters that is like, oh, I think this character is the best character in any video game, and I'm like, yeah, I believe you. Like, not Big Boss, but Solid Snake. Big Boss is an asshole. Am I going the right way? No. Like, not even a little bit. What the fuck is this? trying to think. Are there enemies down here? Of course. Of course. There's things in Wonder City I still have to get. Well, might as well do that. Grapple up there. Find the putz that is the jammer guy. Any of you fine gentlemen a Riddler associate? Ooh, I'm gonna get you. Sure hope nobody sees me. There's Riddler teeth, or I mean Joker teeth around here. Come here. Come here. So yeah, I kind of went on a tangent. But yeah, the next game I want to play is Katamari Damacy Reroll because I just bought it. And I fucking love the Katamari games. So, I hope that, I don't get, like, a copyright thingy for the music. Because I'm not gonna mute the music. The music is awesome. Hopefully not, yeah. I say that because, like, all of the music in the Batman games are copywritten. Which I believe means I can't, like, monetize the videos. Which is a bummer, because the Batman games actually have really good music. So I'll get these weird YouTube notifications that are like, oh, your video is processed, but you can't view it in China, Iran, or North Korea, or Cuba. And I'm like, okay. Hey, thanks. And because it's partially blocked in those countries, like, I think it can't be monetized. Which is weird, because I thought, like, just from being on YouTube, I thought there were other, like, I swear I've heard a YouTube creator be like, oh, this video is blocked in, like, Canada or whatever, but, I'm sure they still make money on it, right? Or maybe they get it through, like, AdSense and stuff. A bunch of amenities that I don't have. Not like I'm looking to make money on YouTube, because if I were, it'd be, like, 4 cents. I'm just kind of speaking out loud. Yeah, because I'm a streamer and that's what we do. Speak out loud. There's a thingy. There should be like an electrical thingy. Right, because I have to go in here and shoot a box. Or can I just shoot it through here? Oh, okay. Boink. That one there. Which is in the room north of here. But then I'll 100% that game and get all of the items for the 3rd or 4th time. And it's gonna be good. Especially when I have to do the fucking cow level. It's gonna be a lot of listening to the same part of that music. I remember what song is in that level. And there's a really good cover of it in Katamari Forever. It makes it... I want to say listenable, but that's rude. It's a children's choir, man. Like it's grating. It's cute. It's nice. Bunch of kids singing in Japanese. What's not to like? But it's a bit much when you're listening to it for a half hour because you keep picking up shit that aren't cows. Oh, nothing in here. Oh yeah, right. Right, you can't, no. Is there anything down here? Oh yeah, I have to destroy that, and I think I do it. Like, this'll stay up, won't it? Won't it? grab it. What if I come down? Does the line go away? Or am I just supposed to like... Oh, maybe I'm supposed to go down on the ice. And then boost into it. Can I get that? How do I get that? Can I grapple up to the higher thing? There we go. Yeah, baby. Nope. Don't you squat at me. Throw another grenade. The original Katamari also has a Lonely Rolling Star in it. Which I heard and I was like, oh, this is my gender. Right. What's that? Oh, I have to destroy that wall. Yeah! It's a really good song, man. That's why they covered it like 6 times across the series. There's 2 different versions of it in Forever, and they're both good. They're both completely different. One is really quiet and mellow, and the other one is like a fucking disco version of it. It's awesome. It's called, Sayonara, Rolling Star. Sayonara. I should probably continue learning Japanese. That's another thing that I'm meaning to do. I gotta write it, because I started learning at the beginning of 2020. Like, starting on the 1st. Not as, like, a New Year's thing, but it was just a coincidence. I was just like, I'm gonna learn Japanese. And so I wrote down all this kanji, and I wrote down, like phrases from Duolingo, but then I found another app called, Renshu, that seems promising, but I have to, like, actually write shit down and stuff. So I have to get out my notebook and remember all the kanji, and so because it was so long ago, I only remember how to politely say, like, hello, nice to meet you. And that's about it. And I can also recognize some kanji. Mainly, like iragana. No, katakana. But also some things in iragana. I can, like, see things and be like, oh, that's one of the 5 words I know. I have to destroy that wall. Or that ceiling up here. But how? What's a bat to do? Maybe it's over here? Nope, don't go back. How do I... what am I doing? Oh, there it is. What is this for? Oh. I don't have to destroy this. Gonna, though. Oh, there is something in that room. I missed something? I? There's something above here? Oh. I just didn't look up. But that room's done. This underground area, in the same way that, I doubt you remember, but that room in Arkham Asylum, like all the underground areas and the sewer areas, where there's all this terrain and shit to stand on, they're the worst. They're the worst for trying to find individual secrets and whatnot. Of course there's dudes here. Why wouldn't there be dudes? Absolutely littered with just dudes. Like a college. Like a gas station. Dudes as far as the eye can see. Just some guy. Uh-oh.
I've got him! He's over here!
Ain't got shit.
Over here!
Oh. Somebody else? You have to come find me. Oh, where'd I go?
Oh no! I don't...
Got him. Oh, there's a thingy to break. Didn't I get that? Obviously I didn't. But I feel like I did. Is this game gaslighting me? Oh, you just have to tap it once. I'm going hard as fuck for no reason.
This world is
Oh, I don't want to hear it from you.
cities like Gotham will grow to resemble hell breaking through the sun.
Oh, there's a thingy on every...
Into the sky. Structures will grow to blot out the sun, and the people who live in
Nope, stop.
pollution they create. Eventually, when no space remains, this world will die, struggling for breath as man's mistakes nail the coffin shut.
This guy just sounds like every, like, idiot that claims that, like, overpopulation is the greatest ill of modern society. Like, we just have to, like... What's a nice word for exterminate people? You know what I mean? Those people. Those people that are like, oh, there's just too many people in China and India. And I'm like, one, China and India are extremely large countries. They could just spread the people out. That's not even a joke. And three, you know, two. America's the third most populous country in the world, to which they'll be like, yeah, there's too many Americans. And then you go, oh yeah, where? And it's like, oh, you know, in urban areas. Where the urban youths are. Such as Detroit. And they name, like, famously black areas. It's like, oh, okay, never mind. Or Los Angeles, you know, they also hate us too. I do that a lot, though. I'll just be walking around and talking to myself and getting angry about people that I invent. Like, these people exist, but, like, they're not in my life. Which I guess is good, but, like... Oh yeah, it's the statues. That are the riddle. Boink. It's like, you know, I sound like somebody on Twitter that's like, oh, well, what about these people? But these people really exist. Because I've spoken to them. Not in real life, of course. That's the other thing, like, you think of all these, like, counter-arguments and, like, quips and all this, like, all these things to, like, just completely shut down their dumbass ideologies, but it's also like, I'm not gonna debate you, because we're debating, like, human rights and shit, and I'm not debating somebody's existence to you. But I would just rather hit you. Don't you lie to me, game. I gotta stop sucking my teeth. It's a bad habit. It's loud on the microphone. There we go. In case y'all forgot, you could just clip through the ceiling there. That's on fire. That over there is on fire too. What does this world come into? Anyway. Let's go back and bounce. Let's play the game wanted me to.
Will serve you, watch over you, and where necessary, protect you from the worst of mankind's sins.
See what I mean?
But most importantly, our beautiful
Tower and the observation deck. I'm hoping that I don't have to do things on the way up, because that'd be a pain in the ass. Just in case. I'm gonna be on the lookout for tiger thingies. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. Yeah, can't see. Ah. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I don't think they put ones on the way there. Oh, I can't remember.
Arriving at the observation
Why are
deck.
you so loud? Who are you yelling at? There's a breakable thing right here. Maybe it's higher up? Oh, there's a trophy there. Like, will it show up in detective vision? Let me walk around. Guys. Got that. Now it's just this one here. And 2 breakable objects. Where? Where? Can I grapple or do I have to? Well, I can skip a little bit of it. I'm so glad I got that riddle, like, while I was here the first time. There's a riddle you have to get, like, where you have to line up the question mark and dot, but you have to do it while you're falling down the tower, and it's a pain in the ass. So I got it, so now I don't have to worry about that right now. I haven't 100% of this game in a while, so there might be some things I have to look up. Hello? Oh, there's a thing right there. Just gonna... Oh, they don't show up on attack division. That's annoying. That's one. Can't see. What can I grapple to there? Up here. Anything here? Blimp? I know blimps aren't like just giant balloons, but it'd be funny if you could like pop them. I don't know if funny is the right word. Because if I go up here, it goes to the observation deck, correct? It does, and it's not there. It's on this side of Wonder Tower. I guess I just have to check every level. Which sucks ass. But this is the life I've chosen. Hey, you fucking goober. Grab on. Before I fly to the bottom of this tower. Was I just here? No. Oh. It's on this side, yeah? Nope. Or should I just fall? Well, hold on, let me stand here and see where it is. It's a little further out, so maybe it's on the outside layer. I don't think I'm supposed to be standing here, but that's really none of my business. And it's not here. Found it. It was at the beginning the whole time. Well, that's everything from Wonder Tower. This area's done. I have done 376 out of 440. And there is a Riddler side quest where you have to rescue hostages and answer more riddles because he has no other ideas. But you're only allowed to go after the next hostage after you've completed a certain amount of riddles. And you're not allowed to get the last one until you've completed all of them. So I figure, why not? Why not do all of them and then just plow through all of the hostages? And then eventually Riddler himself. Plowing through the hostages is a weird way to put it, but you know what I mean. As long as no one's weird about it. Oh, I didn't put that I'm playing fucking Batman. You dunce. You fucking buffoon. I forgot how to fix that. Oh, I think I have to go to Stream Manager? Is that it? Bear with me. There we go. Nope, not Arkham Asylum. Arkham City. There we go. Boop, and we're back. Not that I'm sick of Batman, but I'm not going to be playing Batman for the next couple games. However, the next Batman game I would play would be Batman Arkham Origins, because that's the one that comes next chronologically. And I don't like that game at all. Ow! Ow! How the fuck? That's not my fault. Arkham Origins, it's fucking bad. Like, you know, it's based off of the engine of a good game, so I guess like in the grand scheme of things, it's not like that bad, but I fucking hate it. I just hate it. Because, it wasn't made by Rocksteady. The, developers of the original two Arkham games were Rocksteady, and they put many years into making just a really goddamn cool Batman game. And they succeeded by making two of the most critically acclaimed and just awesome, not just comic book games, but games ever made. And they should be commended. However, for reasons beyond my comprehension, they decided to hand over the IP to Warner Brothers Montreal, a subsidiary of Warner Brothers Interactive, that I don't believe have made anything other than like ports and stuff. And as such, the game is garbage. You know, coming off of the heels of like, for this one, this is a mirror. And there's a thingy here. And a thingy here. Coming off of the backs of how just good Arkham Asylum and City are. Like, just in every way, they're really goddamn good games. In terms of, like, the voice acting, the music, the graphics, everything. Everything's really, really good. But Arkham Origin blows. Because, one, they changed the voice actors. Kevin Conroy is not Batman, and Mark Hamill is not the Joker, so instead they got people doing impressions of Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, and it's really sad. Have you ever watched Gangland? Because Batman sounds like the announcer for Gangland. Like, just impossibly deep and gravelly, and it's like not the worst, because his voice objectively sounds nice, but I would rather you do something else than just try and sound like Kevin Conroy. I don't know why they didn't get them, but they didn't, and it makes me sad. Can this game stop spawning enemies in front of me? Like, here's a thingy here. I've never heard of that. Oh, okay. It was a I forgot what channel it was on, but it was a show that just looked at like gangs, essentially. And the announcer had like this really like deep voice.
Same old story.
Like, he didn't sound like an old man, but like he had a really, really deep voice, and that's what Batman sounded like in that game. While the Joker is played by just a guy trying to do the Joker, which I mean Mark Hamill's Joker, which I always hate. Oh, it's up here. If you're going to do the Joker, can you at least try to do your own thing of it? Unless they told him, like, hey, do a Mark Hamill impression. But like, don't do that. You're not going to succeed. And also, it's called Arkham Origins, so it's not exactly the origins of Batman, or is it the origins of Arkham? So we failed on both fronts before even starting. Okay, very good. Oh, it's Azrael. I mean, it's the mysterious Watcher. Who could it be? What was I saying?
Maybe I can try getting out of
Yeah,
here.
because like it's a young Batman. He's been in the bat business for like 2 years at that point. Um, like he's not friends with Jim Gordon or anything. The cops hate him. Barbara Gordon is just a kid at that point. He doesn't have any riddles. He doesn't have any Robins yet. Stuff like that. And it's Christmas Eve, and a rich person takes out a hit on Batman and commissions like 12 different assassins to kill him. And most of them are like fucking D-list Batman villains. From ones that you've either never heard of or ones that you've heard of, but you're like, why the hell did you get this guy? Enemies like Firefly, where it's like, yeah, you could have had anybody. There's so many Batman villains to choose from. And granted, they do have some cool things, like Black Mask is a major villain, and Black Mask is cool despite the fact that he's like mainly just a mob boss. And because he's a mob boss, all of his henchmen are comically Italian. Like, so Italian that people would complain about it on Twitter. So Italian that, like, Jabuki would make a joke of it. But that's like it, really. Penguin's in it. Penguin's good. But, like, largely the main villain is Bane. And, like, there hasn't been an adaptation of Bane in a video game that, and in film. There's been no good adaptation of Bane. Because Bane is such a really good, like, complex character, because he's essentially a drug addict. Because, the Venom toxin that makes him so big is a drug. He gets addicted to it. It takes him from being, like, a 5'3" man to, like, a 9-foot tall monster.
Damn smokes. I thought I told you to go get me some. What happened?
Oh, there's a dude.
Find any. Please.
A political prisoner.
It's not my fault. I don't see anyone else here. You're the one who didn't do what he was told to do. So I guess you're the one who's gonna start hurting. Oh.
But they don't really do it. He's just kind of like a big bad, and he's tough, and it's like, okay. Like, whatever. Like, you could have filled him in with anybody. You could have filled him in with Black Mask. Like, he doesn't feel special for him to be, like, one of the biggest antagonists in the game. And I think the final boss, too. But also, it's like, you guys put in 12 assassins for Batman to face. On top of, you know, Penguin and all these other people. Did this game have to include the Joker? Especially if you weren't gonna have Mark Hamill as the Joker. It's also the origin of, like, Harley Quinn and stuff. And there's a scene in the game that I love so much. It's after Batman stops the Joker. And Joker goes to Arkham Asylum. And he meets Harleen Quinzel, and Harleen is asking him, like, just all these generic, like, psychiatric questions, because this is her first patient, essentially. And the Joker describes what he thinks of the Batman. And no joke, this is literally what happens. The Joker describes his relationship and his view of the Batman in such a romantic way that Harley falls for him. Like, it's so overtly gay, there's no other word for it, that Harley starts to fall for him. Like, that's it. And that's how it starts. It's a great scene. Because, in the game, like, he's doing this at the top of, like, Joker's based out of, like, a hotel, I believe. And he's, like, on the top floor, and, like, I think there's an explosion, and Joker and Batman are sent tumbling through the air. And, you know, Batman hangs on to the Joker so that the Joker doesn't die because the Batman's an idiot. And the way Joker describes like the two of them free falling is supposed to be taken in like a romantic way, in such a in so that that once Joker's done retelling this, there's like a shot of Harley like seductively like holding his arm and like undoing his shackles, his like restraints, while the Joker smiles because like he has manipulated this woman, and it's like was this the intention to make this so gay? Because one, it's funny because the Joker's a bad person. Like I'm not saying this is a good representation, but it's just like what an odd choice. What a weird game to make. But other than that, like it's just fucking a very whatever game. Actually, I was going to say the best, but it's not the best. One of the cooler aspects of the game is Deathstroke is in it. For like 10 minutes. Like you fight him early on in the game, you beat him, and then he sits in a prison cell for the rest of the game. It's like, oh, okay. Deathstroke is easily one of the cooler Batman villains. You know, Slade from Teen Titans, like he's just a compelling character. He's a master fighter. His bow staff is cool. He has a healing factor. A very formidable foe for the Batman. You fight him, you beat him, he loses. That's it. Oh, okay. Way to pace this game. I guess we have to devote more time to Firefly. And fucking very lazy depictions of Mexican people. Because the other thing is that, what's going on here? Oh yeah, I never figured out how to do this. Because, like, you hit this one, the gate goes up, and then you have to find a way to hit this one. But, like, I can't... What if I do this? No, it doesn't count. What the hell? Oh yeah, I think I keep coming back to this one, but I'm like, oh, I'll do this one later. Because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'll have to look that up later. Because on top of Bane being like the big bad, there's also other people from Santa Prisca Penitentiary. And naturally they're all Mexican. And naturally they all speak in that very lazy Spanglish that like some of their words are Spanish, because that's how we all speak. And it's just like, I don't know. I always say the same thing where it's like, listen, some of us talk like that. Some of us sound like that. This is not inaccurate. But for all depictions of us to be like this, it's fucking lazy, and I'm allowed to be annoyed with it. One of the villains you fight is, like, from the same prison as Bane, and she has, like, the ability to poison you. And she's like I would say like a major villain, but there's already so many major villains that it gets kind of crowded, because that's the inherent flaw of having 12 people come after Batman in a video game with bad narrative structure. But, like, you know, yeah, like, we'll get there when we get there, and it won't be for a long while, because we still have a bunch of games to get through. Wait, hold on. Can I hang on to that again?
I'm so hungry.
Like, oh yeah, you're just not hanging on anything right here. That's funny. They just completely messed that up. They made it like a slope, even though it's not a slope. But, you know, we'll get there when we get there, and I think Arkham Origins is like in the grand scheme of things, not that bad. I just like being dramatic, so I hate it. I also, fucking, something that really annoys me is, I like to get all of the trophies in a game. It's just my thing. I have thousands of trophies. And I wanted to get all of the trophies in Arkham Origins. But Arkham Origins is stupid, in that one of the trophies is tied to one of the game modes where you have to play the entire game essentially on hard mode, so that there's no counter symbols or anything, which is just annoying. Like, it's not like harder, you just have to really pay attention to the enemies, but it's hard to do that because, as you've noticed, their favorite color is brown and gray and black. Like, it's hard to see what people are doing, and the counter symbols are bright blue, so it contrasts against the muddy backgrounds. But they just remove them, so the combat just gets less fun objectively. Like, they just make it worse in the name of difficulty. But on top of that, you have to do the entire game without dying a single time. Which, you know, if you get good, most of the game isn't an issue. However, specifically during the Firefly fight, in case you don't know, Firefly is a pyromaniac. He has a jetpack and a flamethrower. That's basically it. During the fight, you get on his back and you're flying around, and there's essentially a bunch of quick time events that you have to do. And if you fail any of the quick time events, you have to start the entire game over again. And it's like 10 hours in. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. That happened to me, and I quit. I've never done it. Maybe I'll do it on stream. Maybe I'll sprout wings. Who knows? Yes, you have to play the whole game without dying, but this game has fucking quick time events that if you fail, you lose. You don't get another shot. You have one opportunity to do it. It's the lamest shit in the universe. And it's like, all of the previous Arkham games have had, like, New Game Pluses and hard modes that basically do all the other things. But this game put in, it's called I Am the Night mode. And you're not allowed to die. And it fucking sucks. And I've been wanting to do that. Fuck that, absolutely. I've been wanting to do that because there's a trophy attached to it. But, like, bro... when I get so far into a game, and the game flips me the middle finger, and is like, start over, I'm just like, you know what? No. I'm not doing that. So this is another one of those, line up. Line them up. You have to line these up. But, I don't know where the dot is. Stop, please stop. Please stop. Please stop. What is this? Oh, can you see where the madness begins? What is this in reference to? Somewhere around here? Is it on the floor? There's probably enemies down there. Enemies with guns, no less. That's fucking great. You see where the madness begins? Is it in here? Why would I do that? Throw it at your feet. What is in here? I forgot. Is it just a place to get a thingy? Oh, there's a door here. What's that noise? Are there any riddles in here? Oh! Never mind, I was looking for the wrong one. I have to take a picture. This is the room where we found, or this is the building where we found Nora Freeze, the wife of Mr. Freeze. And you have to take a thing of this.
You are safe now, Nora. I will not leave you again.
Okay. That's nice, Victor. Anyway. And then on to, other than that, you have Arkham Knight, which, like, me and my wife played through it. I kinda, I was indifferent to it. I guess indifferent to negative. Whoa, these guys just popped. That guy just popped in. Where I was like, it's not bad. I'll say that. It's not bad. Maybe there's an element of nostalgia in why I like these games so much. Maybe I just played them at the right age, at the right time. Because it's like, why don't I like Arkham Knight? What is it that it does differently? I feel like largely it's just the story is really lackluster and extremely, like, if you have any information on Batman, you know the plot twist involved. And even if you don't, the game spells it out, like, really, like, an idiot can see this thing coming. As to who the Arkham Knight is. Like, it's, you know... I'm not gonna say it, because it's, like, legitimately a spoiler. Excuse me. Because I'm gonna play it eventually. Where am I going? Get all the way down here. Oh, you don't have to detonate any of them. That's funny.
It's colder than the snowman.
And other than that, I just... And granted, I only played it once, but I don't remember most of it. I remember the Batmobile. That's about it. You can control the Batmobile. You can drive around our Gotham. That's cool. But, you know, that's about it. I'm not going to say it feels like a gimmick, because, like, there are enough things dedicated to the car. There are enough, like, challenges and gameplay elements dedicated to it. It's not like it's a gameplay mechanic that they immediately throw out or something. Like, it wasn't thought through. But it's just kind of like, it is what it is. You can control the car. That's about it.
Where'd all the food go anyway?
And the other thing is, you wait for so long, so many years, for the Scarecrow to be the primary antagonist of an Arkham game. Starting from the first Arkham game, they write the Scarecrow off and they never bring him back. And they tease him in this game as well. There's a boat in this area right here, like one, it's either this boat or that boat, that you can use your cryptographic sequencer to open, and there are, inside is the Scarecrow's plans to basically flood Gotham, or yeah, Gotham with the fear toxin. And it's like, okay, you're like, whatever, you don't really have to try that hard to make a Scarecrow scary. And then they try too hard to make the Scarecrow scary. And it's like, oh, it's in here. I knew it!
Feel this place getting worse.
Like, they gave him a spooky-ooky voice, and it's like, for what? Like, in Arkham Asylum, it was awesome. Because he's just a guy. If Batman is compelling because he's just a guy with extraordinary abilities, then it makes the villains equally compelling that they're capable of such destruction while just being some guy with extraordinary abilities. And the Scarecrow is just a guy. You don't have to try that hard to make him, like, scary. And they do. It's disappointing. I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong, maybe I'm being too harsh on it. I don't know. I like being fair.
Ranger's dead. Good. Serves the son of a bitch right.
But it's just like, Leaves me going, I missed. This is essentially like a test your strength machine. All that being said, I love Superman, and I've been wanting Rocksteady to make a Superman game for more than 10 years now. I wish they would, because I think they can do it very easily. Granted, the gameplay would be very different, but hey, they already spent 3 years on the cape technology. You might as well go for broke and use it again. Like, how hard could it be? How hard could it be for the people that made Arkham Asylum to make a Superman game? Or hell, make a good fucking Aquaman game? Green Lantern? Martian Manhunter? Do a Justice League game, man. Like, as much as I love the Lego games, and I am gonna play Lego Star Wars, so for all you Lego fans out there, get hype. The best Superman game can't be Lego Batman 3. I will not allow it. There hasn't been another good Superman game. Superman's probably never gonna get a good game. Oh, don't say that. It has to happen, though. This game just came out of nowhere, you know? Like, who the hell were Rocksteady before this? Anybody can make a good Superman game. But it's also like... It's also what video games are today. Even in 2008, video games were different than what they are today. And I understand the cynicism of, like, if they were to make a Batman game today, it would probably... I mean, if they were to make a Superman game, it would be, like, a live service. Or something fucking garbage. It would be a DLC-ridden mess. Because Warner Brothers are greedy. Because they're a giant corporation. And that's what giant corporations serve to be. Wasn't the only one on the N64? No, there's been a bunch of Superman games. Superman 64 is famous for being one of the worst video games of all time. And it's actually not called Superman 64, it's just called Superman. Superman, The New Adventures, because it's based off of the TV show. I actually know a lot about Superman 64, since you asked. Yeah, it's a god-awful video game. That's the game where Superman flies through rings. But there's been a Superman game on the Nintendo, on the NES. It's terrible. There's been a Superman game on the N64. It's terrible. There's been a Superman game on the 360 based off of Superman Returns. It's not good. So, you know, I guarantee you there's more, but those are the ones that stick out the most. I mean, there was the E.T. game. Yeah, and E.T. E.T. is one of those games that is, like, it's bad because of its, like, history and its impact on the industry at large. Not good, but not terrible. Like, just bland. Of 5 or 6 out of 10. You know, you fly somewhere, you fight some dudes. You fly somewhere, you fight some dudes. Like, what do You know, and it's based off of a movie that was, like, it was okay, but Kevin Spacey played Lex Luthor, and that hurts. E.T. is bad because of its effect on the video game industry. It's one of those games where impact and legacy is the largest signifiers of its place on the worst. Oh, excuse me. On the worst video games of all time lists. Let me get a drink. Because ultimately, that came out on the Atari 2600. Games back then were weird. Games back then needed instruction manuals because otherwise you wouldn't know what the fuck you were doing, because it was a very low... You couldn't do much. If you were to look at an Atari 2600 game, you can't do much with it.
What's up with this weather?
Where are these? This is bugging the shit out of me. It has to be underground. So, you know, E.T. was bad, but, like, I guarantee you there's a worse Atari game. I mean, Pac-Man for Atari 2600 is fucking dog shit, but it's also because it's, like, it's Pac-Man, so people expect it to be better, you know? It's just because, you know, and also, like, it's funny how things never change, because that game was made in 1983, and that game was made in only 6 months, because these people had hard deadlines for it to come out the Christmas, or that Christmas, so that it can sell well.
This is not going to be easy, Dark Knight.
And so that it, you know, it can capitalize on the success of the E.T. movie.
What number comes after 3 when the night falls? The answer is 2. 1. And the Dark Knight detective fails to complete my challenge.
The idea is that he opens up those steam vents and you can't go anywhere and you die, but if you have the freeze grenades, this is trivial. Yeah, they only had 6 months to work on the game, so it's a pile, isn't it? And the game sold disastrously, but it was also just like a microcosm of why video games in 1983 are bad, because one, you know, you couldn't, like, there were no publications back then to tell you which games were good. There was no way to tell what games were worth buying, even. You just had to play them to figure it out. I'm missing a fucking Riddler informant. I have to fly around to find one. And he's gonna be in the industrial district. Where is that? Somewhere around here. You just had to figure it out. And a lot of people were burned from buying these $50 games for this fad video game machine that turned out to be garbage. Like, some of them are good. Some Atari games are good even today. But a lot of them are not. Especially tie-ins, because even back then, they knew that, oh, you can just slap a label on something that has a recognizable IP to it, and boom, that's instant money. All the dumb kids will buy it.
I've seen these weird question marks all over Arkham City.
And that's exactly what E.T. was. So it was, you know, one bad game on top of a pile of bad games, on top of the fact that people thought video games were a fad to begin with, on top of the fact that there was no quality control, on top of the fact that there were no protections for the video game industry to prevent people from stealing ideas. So you could come up with a really good idea like Breakout, but you don't own that idea. You own the title, but there's nothing stopping you from making an arcade game called Arkanoid. even though Atari created Breakout and the Japanese company Taito created Arkanoid, and it's the exact same game. There's nothing to protect you. All of these things came crashing down when when ET was such a colossal failure, and such a famous failure because not only did they lose a bunch of money, but they had to liquidate all the assets, and they, I guess for some reason, couldn't destroy the cartridges, so they buried them in the Arizona desert. And that's a very famous story. And because of that, people think E.T. is one of the worst games ever made. But, like, it's not exactly E.T.'s fault, and it's not really Atari's fault. Because on top of the fact that, you know, games were so easily replicable, and still a thing to this day, absolutely, these people don't change. And the video game industry has transformed, but it hasn't changed. It's still treated in the same light from people that don't understand the positive qualities or what video gaming can be. As a tool, as entertainment, as a distraction, as art. But I digress. Because, you know, Atari didn't create the video game, but they were absolutely innovators in the video game system world. And, you know, they created Pong. And in 2021, Pong is kind of a punchline, because it's just Pong, isn't it? It's just virtual table tennis. Like, what do you do? But Pong was so good that everybody had to make Pong. You know? Every department store had their own Pong consoles. Sears sold Pong consoles. Other companies started selling Pong consoles. Countries that couldn't get Pong consoles made their own, such as Japan, such as Nintendo. The original Nintendo video game consoles were Pong consoles, and there was nothing to prevent them from doing so. So they did so. So you go to the store, and you see all these video games that are replicas of one another, and it makes you go, you know what, fuck this. Video games are, you know, they're gonna die out. And they almost did. And the year that E.T. came out, the Nintendo Entertainment System came out in Japan. And the NES is, as we all know, capable of so many great things on a level that the Atari couldn't begin to do.
This is getting crazy. They gotta feed us right.
And it was the beginning of a brand new era, as we all know. Especially when the NES came out in America in 1985. So that's a video game history lesson. Back to Superman 64. That game had been in development since at least 1997. It wound up coming out in 1999. Largely because Warner Brothers, even back then, were a bunch of assholes. I guess not Warner Brothers, I guess more DC. People that want to be very protective of the Superman IP. So they came out with a Superman game. It was a French company called Titus Interactive. And they've made some good games before, and they made some good games after. They also made some really bad games. Probably both, yeah, you're right. They made a really bad game on Xbox about RoboCop.
I think I'm going to enjoy this.
And, so they made this really cool engine. And it's like, here, yeah, we have Superman, like, you know, he's in the world, he's stopping, Luthor, he's doing his thing. And, Warner Brothers or DC looked at it and was like, yes, I see. Could you have Superman not be beating up real people, please? And Titus was like, what does that mean? What do you mean real? It's a video game. And they're like, yeah, but, like, real, I don't like Superman beating up real. Can you make them, like, fictional? Like, perhaps, like, in a video game world? And Titus was like, I'm sorry, what? So, long story short, they had to completely change the game so that, Lex Luthor traps Superman in a computer. And, he has to... all of his abilities are taken away because he's in, like, a world that has, like, kryptonite fog. Because it used to be regular fog, but the fog was turned to compensate for the Nintendo 64's lack of rendering and its low render distance. So it... Oh god, there's still stuff in here? Shut the fuck up. No way. So I'm playing as the cat. I'm thrilled.
Gentleman doing here?
Pardon me. So the game had a bunch of ugly fog, so they, perhaps ingeniously, I don't know, it still sounds like a garbage idea, turned the fog green and called it kryptonite fog to also compensate for the fact that they didn't want to give Superman all of his abilities right away, or else the game would be really easy. Oh, also Superman's friends are also trapped in the virtual world. Don't ask questions. So, they had like 6 levels. And then they had to redo the entire game. But the game was still due that Christmas. So what do? Well, we have a training mode where people can get used to the Superman flying mechanics, and by doing so, you fly through rings. And they were like, fuck it, let's make half of the levels ring segments, where you have to fly through rings. So there's 12 levels, and 6 of them are ring missions, known in the game as ride stages. And it gets unbearable. Some of the initial ring stages are like a minute or 2. They eventually go up to 20 minutes of flying through rings in an ugly, polygonal, mostly green world with... This isn't even to get into the glitches, because that game is phenomenally glitchy, because it's not finished, because they didn't have time. They had to push it out. So it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't blame the company, I blame the meddling of their corporate overlords. But that is to say, the game's bad, guys. It's a very bad game. But it's such an interesting game, and that's why I know so much about it, because I looked this stuff up. It's fascinating why this game is bad. And to the degree that it is bad, because, oh, it's bad. There's a YouTuber named Proton John that has been making Let's Plays forever, and one of his ongoing series is Superman, and he's been making that series since 2008, I want to say, with many hiatuses and breaks and stuff. I think he's gotten to stage 10. It's like one of his famous, like, that's what everyone asks him about, like, oh, when are you going to finish Superman? It's a really good franchise, and it looks into a lot of the glitches and development history and all the weird stuff about that game. I recommend you look into it if you want to know more about Superman for the Nintendo 64. It's fascinating. Eddie says, I remember seeing a bright blue PS2 controller that was straight up a handheld game knockoff. That was the other thing. Yeah. You know, bootlegs and like Tiger games and stuff like that. There's still not much protecting besides, like, you know, people like Nintendo are smart in quotation marks about it. Smart in that they copyright all their stuff, but it's also like, you know, they are ruthless in suing people, so I don't want to really give them credit, but that's what they do. You don't really own your designs until you patent them. And in the 80s and 90s, like, what do you know, for this video game fad thing, you're not going to copyright all your ideas. You have such a soft voice, I like it. Oh, thank you. Moist taco salad. Like, you made, like, just a phenomenal taco salad, but you spritzed it with water. Maybe an old person's eating it, you gotta keep it nice and soft for them. And stupendous amount of bats. Oh, no! Oh, yeah, that's right, okay. I thought there was a typo in my title. But thanks for the compliment, brother. Yeah, I wonder if he's ever going to finish it. Yeah, it's like the running joke where, like, now he's actually uploading a lot more consistently now, but it's a bunch of other games. A bunch of years ago, he said he was going to play through Jet Set Radio Future, and now he is, so that's good. But yeah, there hasn't been a good Superman game. Don't need water, it has its own filter system. Oh, an irrigated taco salad. The future is now. yeah, I'm just talking. Which, granted, that's my job, but like, I'm just talking about a bunch of stuff. We were talking about Superman video games and how I want there to be a good one, but there might never be one. Then we're also talking about like video game history and stuff. I was talking a lot about the Atari 2600. About a week ago, I was actually I read through the Wikipedia page for Taito, the Japanese video game company that's famous for like Space Invaders and stuff. Did you know that in the 60s they were famous for selling vending machines that sold like cigarettes and stuff like that? Stuff that you would find on like a ship. That stuff interests me. Like all the people that were around like way early in the history of video games that are still around, but like only in name kind of. Because the current Taito is like just essentially a renamed holdings company that bought the assets of the company. And it's like, oh, I fucking hate business. And I hate, you know, the economy and shit like that, but that's what it is. It'll be like some holdings group will be like, oh yeah, sure, I'll own these old video games, and then license out their names so that shitty little companies like At Games can make plug-and-play consoles for them. DC can only make good games when they make bad movies. Has there, like, besides the Dark Knight trilogy, have there been, and obviously the original Superman, have any of the other ones been good? And I would say the original Superman, and only the original Superman, like the Christopher Reeves one. There hasn't been another good one, right? Like, all of them have been bad? From, like, you know, kind of lame and boring to, like, apocalyptically bad. Like, that's the range. And by apocalyptically bad, I mean Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. The least fun I've had watching a movie. Like a movie I hate with all of my energy. I'm gonna choke you with my thighs. New Suicide Squad is kind of lit. I've been meaning to watch that, actually. Also, I heard John Cena was good in it. And I like John Cena. So good that they're going to give him a TV show, too. Which is, like, good for him. But yeah, first Suicide Squad was fucking ass hammers. But, yeah, I heard the second one was good, and I want to watch that. And I will one day. But that wasn't, like, a real DC movie. That's funny. That's funny that the good one wasn't, like, really a DC movie.
This must be some kind of joke.
I barely noticed that he even was John Cena. Well, to be fair, you can't see him, so that helps. Ah, damn it. I hope there's not a guy up here. Okay. Who was he in it? He was the Peacekeeper. I've never heard of him. But that's who he was. I don't think I need to pay attention to that. Do I? Oh, I do. You idiot. Yeah. I mean, most of the Suicide Squad people I've never really heard of. But that's kind of like the point. Because I'm not really a comic book person. I know about them mostly through, like, osmosis and video games and stuff. Like, just talking to people that know about comic books and stuff. But I got opinions. I can't think about like the original Suicide Squad movie without thinking of the animated movie that was essentially just the Suicide Squad movie, but better. It was called Assault on Arkham. And it came out right around the same time, too. And it was almost like they were like, wow, this movie sucks. Let's just make our own, but better. For real, though, they took some random-ass Suicide Squad characters, but it worked with the actors they chose for it. Yeah, and it's like... They... you wouldn't expect, like... Yeah, no, you wouldn't expect the movie to work with the characters that they chose. Because I can't remember who's in the second one, but I know in the first one, the one that didn't work, oopsie, had like fucking Boomerang, Captain Boomerang, and like Killer Frost, and a bunch of like, huh? A bunch of characters that you have to explain to people who they are. That stop hitting me. A bunch of people that you have to explain who they are, and it'll make people like comic books less. Oops. I'm sucking. Oh no. I'm not talking to them, I'm focusing. Okay. Captain Boomerang returns, but it's alright. That's good. At least Captain Boomerang didn't ruin things. Killer Frost was an injustice. That's all I know. End of conversation. Honestly, didn't even know who he was. He's a meme. He's just Australia and a character. That's about it. He's essentially... That's not a knife. This is a knife. But like a man. Like if that were to take corporeal form. Who played Killer Frost? Couldn't tell ya. I might be wrong. I am not a source of information. Australia, the character. He comes from a land down under. You better run. You better take cover. Do something, you fucking cat. God, you're like a real cat. Oh, God. That was silly. Oh, there's something under here. Oh, okay, I know where it is.
Catwoman, she's here.
I was tired all day and now I can't sleep. That's cruel. Hopefully the dulcet tones of my voice and the gentle slapping of Catwoman hitting people will lull you to sleep.
Over here, cat. Or are you scared? What the hell? It's Catwoman! Kill her, bitch!
Ah, I didn't even see that guy. And the other thing that makes me think, like, oh, there has to be a good Superman game, is because there was a Spider-Man game that also came right the fuck out of nowhere. And Insomniac made it, and it's not like they're known for superhero games, so, like, come on, man. Give somebody cool the license. The lovely the lovely sound of shin bone to the face bone. And bones and bones and bones. POV, Catwoman is beating the shit out of you, ASMR. It's probably somewhere. I like ASMR, but like it does like stuff for me. It gives me like the tinglies, but I don't really tell people that because people are fucking weird about it. I feel like once like normal people found out what ASMR is, they just assumed it was sexual, and I was like, oh, like it's not. It's just I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, Insomniac made a bunch of good games. So it's not a surprise that Spider-Man was good, but it's just one of those, like, this is their first go-round, and Spider-Man was really good. And Miles Morales was good, too. I was worried that was going to be, like, a PS5 exclusive, but we got it for PS4 when we played through it. It was fun. It was just Spider-Man, but more. And also now he's black and Puerto Rican, so what's not to like? Unnecessary cartwheel. Oh, that's all of the Catwoman trophies in the overworld. Oh, I got a trophy. Give me a second. What was that for? Come on. God, there's so many trophies in this game. That's the other thing. I want to hook up my my capture card so that you can see what I'm doing. So that you can actually, I don't have to like do that when complete all 4 of the Catwoman Riddler grid items. Oh, that's it. So that you can actually see what I'm doing and I don't have to like stop the broadcast to look at my trophies, because I'm gonna be doing that a lot. Why do these have locks there? That's seriously all the Catwoman stuff? Yes, okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, I get it. Alrighty, cool. It's almost like this character wasn't like... Why is she even in the game? Let me read some chat. Now they're making a Wolverine game. That's nice. I really like that. I'm not an ASMR fan, but I'm a huge loud rain and thunderstorms background noise type of guy. Oh yeah. I like white noise. There's a long time that me and the wife slept to thunderstorm noises. It's just nice. Why do these have locks next to it? Oh my god, shut up! So I don't ever have to play Catwoman again. Pog. There's like challenge maps for her, but I can't be bothered. Anyway, back to the Bat guy. Sadly just for PS5 though. It'll probably be a good couple years before I buy a PS5, because I don't see the point right now. I already have one of these. Like 200 people have PS5s. Who the fuck is buying PS5 exclusives? Bro, I've wanted to be a nice person and purchase a PS5 for a coworker of mine, and I can't find one. I wouldn't even buy it for myself. I just want to be nice, and the world is preventing me from being nice. I have to go into the steel mill. Why is the cursor move so slow? 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not even all of them. I need a Riddler informant, you animals. Well, let me do the perform a vertical dive for over 50 meters. Gotcha. Let's see. It's really the only game I would buy it for now. I really hope it's good then. Cause like I don't believe in like console sellers. Like I know like, you know, back in the day people bought a 360 for Halo 3 and people bought a PS4 for God of War 4 and stuff like that. But personally, I'm like, I need to buy this new game. I need to buy this new console so I can play this new game. I just don't, it has to offer a lot of stuff. Or be on sale. Because also, they're not cheap. My girl is afraid of thunders. That's not gonna help me. Oh no! the other thing that's a godsend is headphones that you can sleep in. I need to get up really high so I can perform a vertical dive. And I'm also going to keep my detective vision on so I can spot green guys so that they can tell me where the rest of the Riddler thingies are. Because if I don't find them, I'm gonna fucking commit. Chip shortage, yeah. Can you see where the madness began? What the fuck is that in reference to? Because I can look it up. End of statement. Like, I'm gonna, because there's some other things I gotta look up, but like, I don't know how much dead air I can have on here of me just idly Googling things while you stare at Batman's bulge. I kinda know, is that gonna drive everybody away? Hold on, baby, I have to put on my sleepy time headphones. Yeah! Wait, don't talk to me, I'm going to sleep and I'm gonna put my headphones on. Yeah, I got these wireless headphones that I can sleep in. Like I lay on my side and I put in my headphone in the side that isn't in the pillow, and it makes me go Betty bye. Just gonna yoink that guy. That guy's getting yoinked.
Hey, wake up, man! Come on, wake up!
Gotcha.
He's making us.
Can I get away with this?
How's he doing?
Yeah, baby.
Hell up. We need to keep looking or we're all dead. Show yourself, chicken.
Anyway, I believe it's on the boat. I knew it was on the boat. Come on. Let me yoink you. Yoink.
What? Man down! Man down!
You know what I'm gonna do? Throw a smoke pellet. Is there a guy floating? Why am I jiggling? He looks so comfortable. And this guy is just like through the... Oh. Oh boy. Batman, what do you do to people? Gee, where's this guy's head? Oh, the humanity. Oh no! Look at this guy's arm! Is he... you know... Oh no! Oh. This is terrible. What a travesty. Batman, what are you doing to people? I've 100% of this game a long time ago, so I still know some things. Yeah, most of these things were muscle memory. I'm at like 400... I think I'm 90% of the way through. Yeah, 406 out of 440. Limp. Just fully limp. So I'm gonna go through here and see what I can get. I don't have all the things on the map, but this game's not giving me anything. I don't kill people, I just cripple them and make them want to do it themselves. That's literally what The Dark Knight Returns was. It's like, I don't kill people, I just hospitalize them. I just, like, fucking cut people open with batarangs and shit because I'm old and don't care anymore. Can I open that? Nope, guess not. Just let Batman kill people. Give Batman a gun. 2021. Go back to the days of 1933 Batman, where he just fucking shot people. Or it might have been 1938, but like... Still. I was gonna say something. It's, you know... It's like almost a... It's like a trope inside of a trope of like Batman doesn't kill people, and it's like... Everyone's lives would be better if he would just kill the clown. Insert that panel from Injustice where Superman fists the Joker to death. Where his hand is just like, just straight through his chest. Because I think he kills Lois Lane in that. And Superman's like, nah, I'm about that life, and just fucking right through the chest. Oh, yeah, no, I answered that question, don't worry about it. Who can boil and freeze at the same time? Mr. Boyle, the guy that employed Mr. Freeze. Funnily enough. Because comic book writers are funny. Can I open that? Is there anything in here? Oh, I know what this is. Yeah, this sucks. Where is there an electrical thingy? So over here. Is it over here? Is it... I'm losing faith. Is it over here? Oh god, please help me. There it is! Ow. Okay, now we have to go down here. I'm gonna brake so that I don't tank. Ah, I tanked. The Batarang is supposed to have a sound effect. Multiple sound effects for it flying and slowing down and speeding up. It just doesn't, and I don't know why. I don't know what broke, so now it's just... Yeah, fuck, now it's just eerily quiet. What are you, what is that ellipsis for, huh? Fuck. Thank you. Thank you for the support. There we go. That feat of dexterity was brought to you by my raw abilities and to the contributions of viewers like you. Thank you. Now, while I was driving around, I saw like a bunch of Riddler trophies. Batman just hits himself with it and dies. Could you? There's so many games where, like, the main character is, like, the most important person on the planet, and there's so many points where they just die and the world is fucked and that's it. And I love it. Or maybe I was just seeing green lights, and I was being optimistic. No, when I drove over here... Electrocuted himself to death. All hope is lost. Yep. There goes the hope of the universe. Like in Breath of the Wild, it's like, oh, Calamity Ganon is back, but like Link fell down a mountain, so I guess there goes that. Sorry, Hyrule. Like, I know that's like every video game ever. Where am I going? What's up here? Oh! A tasty little treat for me. PBS. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. Because I remember watching PBS Kids. Motherfucking Between the Lions. Yoink. Fucking Cyber Chase and Joy of Painting and stuff. Me playing Breath of the Wild. My wife playing Breath of the Wild and trying to launch herself using a tree because she saw it in a YouTube video. She gets it sometimes. But it's funny. It's funny to think that at any moment, the hope of the universe can just be like, oh, nope, sorry. He was wearing metal in a lightning storm, so he died. Let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. Hey, I got the one that I wasn't on the map. I can get all the ones in the steel mill. Gotta have that one character to save the world. I mean, what are you gonna do? No! I didn't... Okay. Like, what would we do if we didn't have a protagonist? Are there people in this room? No. There's a trophy here. I bet you I gotta move this. Nope. I lose that bet. Oh, I lose that bet by a lot. Somewhere around here. Oh, it's up here. Stop it. Did I not scan the Abramovici twins? I thought I did. Up.
It is good to be back together, brother.
It was mistake to work for the penguin.
The penguin. I don't care about their life. Shut up.
I know that now. I cannot stand being apart again. I wish to be rejoined, brother.
Me too. We spent too long joying to live another moment apart.
These very well might be comic book characters, but it's funny when, like, people will not get over the Cold War and be like, that's all we know about Russia. Hammer and sickle. And them saying America or American in a disdainful voice. American. Is it up here? What am I missing? It's not on the ceiling, obviously. Is it underneath? Oh. Oh, it's underneath me. Oh, okay, now I get it. Boink. Now just one more trophy, one more riddle in this area. I clipped through my cape there. more things change, the more they stay the same. What dummy says that? Oh, it's something about Harlequin. Because Harlequin's characterized to be an idiot despite that she has a fucking PhD in psychiatry. I reject that. I wholeheartedly reject that. Okay. 414. Oh, I still didn't do that. 49.3, are you kidding me? I have to dive 50 meters down. Because as I mentioned earlier, you also have physical challenges that you have to complete for some reason.
It's Batman!
Because the Riddler's like, oh, I know, I'll test the Batman physically. That'll have me win. Perform 5 consecutive line launchers without touching the ground. One. 2. That's not it. That is not it. Maybe in here? We'll get to Zaz, I swear to God, we'll get to you. There's like a courtyard around here somewhere. It's over here. Just gonna give you a concussion. And concussions are no joke. That man's just fucking handing them out like they're Halloween candy. I'm gonna spike you on the head. That could paralyze you. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's silly. Glide for 30 meters while maintaining a height of less than 5 meters above the water. That's very specific.
Find Bruce Wayne. I'm collecting the reward and buying my way out of here.
Speaking of Breath of the Wild, that thing that we were talking about like 10 minutes ago, I should play that. I have it for the Wii U, and I want to play it. But that involves hooking up the Wii U. And am I going to do that? Maybe. I don't know how high 5 meters is, but I need to continue it. I literally got like 1% into the story before I was completely sidetracked by missions. I think I got to the very first village, and I was like, I want to help everybody here. Like, the world is just so charming, and the characters are so like endearing that I'm like, I need to do everything.
Figures. I've seen these weird question marks all over Arkham City.
Okay, well, at least how much was that? 20. That's not good. Maybe I need to get higher?
Never gonna feed us.
Have Varutad having no idea what to do. Oh yeah, there were plenty of times where we looked up while I was with my wife while they were playing through it. They're in the process of 100%ing it. Good lord. Where we had to just straight up look up what to do.
Laugh for the Joker.
How much was that? Like, what? What am I doing wrong?
What's up with this weather?
Like, what the fuck, man? What am I missing? Come on, grapple up there. Like, I hate how not specific it is. Like, it's very specific. But, like, I don't know how high 5 meters is. That's like 15 feet. Like, I should be within 15 feet of the water. But it's just not counting it, man. Like, if Batman is 6 feet tall, that's only 2 meters. So if I'm, like, right above the water, I should be within the range. So why are you screwing me? Like, what if I just glide until I can't anymore?
This place getting worse.
They're not going fast enough. I have to, like, dive bomb to get momentum? I don't like this one at all. I don't get it. Counter an enemy projectile. Aerial attack off a stunned enemy into another. I need enemies to fight. How did I not counter 3 projectiles? Get the hell out of here. No, keep going. These are dudes. Gentlemen. Nope. That's one. Nope. Nope. That's 2. That's 3. Use the quick fire gel 3 times during a combo.
We're gonna rip you up.
That's 2. That's 3. That didn't count. There we go. Use a smoke pellet to disorient enemies into attacking each other. Well, these guys are done. They're a little spent. Somewhere around here, there's an enemy that
Stop snowing.
uses a Oh, it's down. What the fuck happened to that guy? He like popped up. We're gonna wait for everyone to gather round.
It is him.
Come on, come on. I have the potential to kick my ass.
We are gonna hurt you.
No? Okay. Alrighty. There's an enemy that uses fire extinguisher.
Get out of this place. There's got to be a way, right?
Yeah, in this fight right here. Hopefully they'll pick it up.
Right, over here.
Yeah, there you go. Throw it at me. No! I missed! Shit! There we go. There's one. Ow. Oh, there's another one. Does that count? Nope, that's not it. Nope. That didn't count. Lame. Yeah, pick up another crate. Throw it at me. Fucking asshole. I need you far away enough that you'll throw it at me. There we go. Alright, now I'm gonna leave. Do I have my pellet back? Yeah, I do. What if I throw it... There, will you throw it at it? Will you punch each other? No, hit the same way. Come on, stop getting as far away from each other as possible. Oh, I should have done it here where they're closer together. Alright, while my pellet recharges, gonna look up something on the computer.
Vic, leave that bastard Strong's trying to kill us. Run away! Hide!
Okay. Nope. 84%. That sucks. Oh, actually, while I'm here, is, what's his face, McMysterious over here?
Arkham City needs a new warden.
Like, no? I thought you were supposed to be here. I don't want to watch a video. Just tell me. Like, what good are you if you're gonna be like, oh, watch this. I don't have time. I got stuff to do. Alright, everybody, gather round.
Batman! Batman!
Do you have more things to throw?
It's the Bat.
Everybody here?
What's the Bat doing here? What the hell?
Yeah. Finish a fight with a batarang. Oh, that was easy. Use the freeze cluster grenade to mobilize 3 or more henchmen at a time. The freeze cluster grenade?
You're gonna die.
Come on.
tonight,
No, stop
Batman.
hitting me. Be cool. Everyone be cool. Use the freeze blast to freeze an enemy, and then use... Oh, okay, that's easy. Perform a grapnel boost takedown. Have I never done that before? Use a reverse batarang. While right in line launcher towards an unaware enemy. Fly a fully boosted batarang into a thug and send him flying through the air. Okay, those are specific. Let me finish this fight. Yeah. Okay, I need to do a grapple boost takedown? Shut up. And how exactly does one do a grapple boost takedown? Glide boost attack? No, that's not it. Do I have to be going towards somebody? Is that it? Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, there you are.
The moment is close. The truth will soon be shown.
Okay.
The 4 symbols create a master sigil that looks like it fits over the map of Arkham City.
Do it. Come on. There we go.
The symbols have marked a point on the map of Arkham City.
I knew you would find me.
It wasn't hard. You left me a map. Who are you and what do you want? Why are you watching me?
We have been given many names, but you will come to know me as Azrael, loyal servant to the Order of Saint Dumas.
Just what I need. Another secret society.
I bring a message. Dark days are coming, Batman. The prophecy is coming true. You are the warrior who will close the gates of hell.
Okay.
You are the one who will save this day. And in doing so, events will occur that you cannot stop. From the
You sound
ashes of
sane.
Arkham, the fires will rage and Gotham will burn. And you will burn too.
I don't believe in fairy tales.
Believe what you will. The message has been delivered. We will meet again.
What's funny is that I don't believe we do. The Mystery Stalker trophy. Like, unless this guy shows up, unless Azrael shows up in, Arkham Knight. I don't remember him ever, like, showing up ever again. Oh, you're supposed to not see me. I was supposed to be sneaky.
How much more can you take, little girl?
Good question.
Help me!
Give him a reverse DDT. Is there a man to beat up? Any men out there? Where have all the good men gone and where are all the gods? Oh. Can I do you? Yeah. I did the thing. Use a reverse batarang. Grapnel boost takedown. I didn't... No, I didn't do what I wanted to do. That's not... How do you do a fucking grapnel boost takedown? Where's my streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? You need to be below a location where guards patrolling, far away enough that you can grapnel boost. Oh! Wait, a grapnel boost takedown? I'm being a dumb bitch. I know what a grapnel boost takedown is. I don't know why I just completely forgot what that was for a second. That's easy, that's easy. I'll leave one alive for that. That might be more difficult. Isn't there a white knight upon a spicy steed?
The bat's picking the crap out of them!
Late at night I toss and I turn and I dream of what I need. Stop hitting me.
Make sure this hurts you, Beth.
Right? Oh, do I have to do it while they're not suspecting? Is that it? Summer after midnight and my wildest fantasies. Someone just beyond my reach, or someone reaching back at me. Pardon me?
So cold.
Okay, thank you for that.
Batman! He's here!
Nuh-uh. If I boost towards you...
Batman! He's kicking their ass!
Nope.
Get him! Get over here, fight!
Oops. Well, how am I supposed to see you have a taser? Ow. Okay, most of those shouldn't be too hard. I just have to go to a specific place for one of them. Oh, can I get you? I'm coming to get you. Haha, nope. Pardon me. I'll see my way out, gentlemen. Pardon me.
Come down here and let me kill you.
There's so many dudes with guns here, and yet I can't take them out. Haha, shit. Stop fishtailing.
Paradise, not.
Why don't they just go inside? You know what I mean? Like, all these buildings are abandoned. Like, it's not exactly warm in there, but at least you're not in, like, the wind and the snow. Like, you guys are criminals. Just fucking break in somewhere, man. Start a fire. Like, nobody gives a shit. What about you? Can I do you? Please?
All the nuts in one place and throw away the key. Yeah, that'll work.
Oh my god, Batman, please.
Batman!
No, he's walking
He's
away! Damn it! I don't want to fight these guys.
It is him! Kill him!
What happened there, Batman? Why'd you throw away my combo? Oh no, I'm gonna get hit. What's the thing to get rid of everybody on the ground again? Combat... Multiple takedown? Yeah, okay, X and circle, that's right. Can I get a guy on the corner, huh?
Who's running this show?
What if I, what if I do that? No? You kidding me? You don't hear that?
No one's trying to kill us today.
Like, you guys suck. Of course there's a guy here. Of course, shut, die. Oh my god, stop moving. Get him, yeah!
What the?
Just a flying chokeslam. Okay, counter thingies. I wonder if, well, if the dudes at the courthouse came back, then surely... Surely these guys came back, yeah. Also, you're the only guy on that roof. Who are you talking to? Says the person in a room alone talking to themselves.
There's a fight going on over there.
Reminds me of that, whose line is it anywhere? Anywhere. Whose line is it anyway bit where it's where it's like best things to say to start a fight, and Colin's like, do you guys want to have a fight?
This will be easy, Batman.
There we go. I keep pausing. Shut up. Use a fully boosted batarang.
You don't stand a chance.
I have to get to the underground. Because I need to find an enemy that has a backpack jammer.
Jokers? Who'd have thought it?
Who would have thought it?
Riddler's back, huh?
Oopsie.
I've seen
Pardon me.
Get over here. I found Batman.
But I can't jump a barricade, so I guess he's gonna get away. Why does this music get intense? Like, okay, thank you. Thank you for that. I should be able to do everything I gotta do for stealth challenges here. I'm about to really bust it. Bustin' makes me feel good. That's one. Send someone flying through the air, use your disruptor. That's what the flying through the air. What's this one again? Disruptor, sonic shock battering. That's easy. Okay. Actually, no, he's not standing in position, so I'm gonna...
Found him.
Here we go.
Sure it came from over there.
Stop.
Throwing another batarang will give away my position.
I know.
What?
Doink.
What's wrong? Too scared to show yourself?
No, I'll show myself right now, big man.
Come near me.
Doesn't look like the bats were flying out of that thing, right? But what do I know? I'm not a video game. Glide for 30 meters. That's done. Google. Arkham City. Fly for 30 meters over water. Alright, let's get out of here. Stop climbing on things. What's that? Why'd you do a flap? Fucking. Ah! Okay. So, like, at multiple points while I was playing through the game, like 4 years ago, I was saying, hey, at every available opportunity while I'm flying through the city, I'm going to stop a random act of violence, because it's a side quest in this game to stop a random act of violence, and if you don't complete them all before you complete the story mode, it fucking sucks, because you just have to wait for them to pop up. Well, here we are, and it sucks.
Guy falling from the tower when it exploded. Who the hell was that other guy?
Falling from the tower. I'm going back to the area with the boats, so that I can try that gliding over water challenge again. Wait, I passed it. I was watching a video. Like he does in this general area. I don't feel like I gotta be exactly where he is, but I'm just like, what do I gotta do, man?
Arkham City.
Like, how much was that, huh? 27. Oh, die. Just die. There we go. Okay. That's all the physical challenges. Everything from Wonder City. Everything from the museum. Everything in the steel mill. One Riddler trophy in the Bowery. Stop it. Stop it. Oh yeah, that one. I'm just gonna look that up, to be honest with you. In the meantime, I'm going to do, all these are done, the identity theft one. I need to go here? Here? Is it this here? Stop it. Okay. Pardon me, men with guns. I'm missing Riddler trophy number 13. We'll scroll down there. There we go. Okay. Got that loaded up. Anybody say anything in chat? Nope. No big deal though. I'm doing my thing. I'm currently doing the identity theft storyline, which I always have a difficulty with because they don't spell it out for me.
People's business. She can get hurt.
You have to just check random alleyways for dead bodies. Like this one. This fine corpse here.
Looks like another victim of the identity thief. I need to scan the area to see if there are any more clues to his identity and whereabouts. The MO is the same as for the previous victim.
I think this guy's
First,
head
the killer paralyzes the vocal cords
is supposed to be
and
wrapped
then
up in
removes the
bandages.
face before bandaging up the head.
Yeah, see?
It's
He even said it.
and it looks like he's stepping up his attacks. A crime with this level of precision requires weeks of premeditation.
But, like, it's not.
These aren't just random attacks. Oracle, I've reconstructed a clean set of fingerprints, but there's no match to anything in the Gotham criminal databases. I'm uploading the prints to you now. Check these against every record in the country.
Oh, what the fuck?
I found a
His head is bandaged.
There must be a mistake. This can't be correct.
Who do the prints belong
When you
to?
You. These are Bruce Wayne's fingerprints. How's that possible?
This game's acting
I
funny.
have no idea.
I like how Oracle was like, um, these are your fingerprints. How, Bruce, how the fuck did that happen? And he's like, like, very convincing, Bruce.
Bruce, I don't know how to say this, but
What's wrong, Barbara?
I've been thinking about the identity theft case. Don't get angry. But how can you actually be sure that it wasn't you who killed those people? I mean, they were your fingerprints at the scene.
What did you say?
Not intentionally, but clearly you're not well. That place is full of maniacs who could take advantage of a situation like that. Think about it. What if Crane got to you again? You know Strange's reputation. Maybe he planted the idea back when you met him. I don't like it, but...
It wasn't me. I'm sure it wasn't.
Yeah, of course. I'm sorry.
Is he wearing a thong?
Well,
Bro,
you know.
when I first loaded this up, I was immediately like, it's like he's wearing a leather cod piece. It accentuates the dong. And then just as I was like spinning the camera so that you can see his bat butt, no, his ass is just sculpted for some reason. But like, what's with the? Is it protection? Is it accentuation? Like, what's going on there? He has to show off the bulge in the ass. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. The bat assets.
The gate's still even open? Isn't it a shopping mall now?
I think there might be something in here. What is this? Oh.
My hat, my beautiful
Excuse me.
hat. What have you done?
Pardon me. This is awkward. Batman just likes to show off, I guess. Oh, he totally does. He likes to pretend like he doesn't. Yeah, wrong house. Sorry. Why are these highlighted? A bottle of bleach. Okay, thank you. Yeah, sorry, I must have gotten the wrong place. Arkham City. Identity theft. Let's see.
He can't die, can he?
I mean, he is just a clown, isn't he? All clowns die. Remember that, kids. If I want to take away anything.
That man was fighting someone when the tower blew. Who was it?
What the hell am I doing? 1, 2, 5. So it should be something around here, yeah? Or maybe it's down this way? Like, or this way? No? Alright, just fucking tell me then. Hard to get. Wait, what, wrong house? Yeah. That was the, that was where the side quest with the Mad Hatter was. The Mad Hatter, like, tricked me to have a tea party with him. That's all I got for you, I'm sorry. All I remember is that we beat him up and made a point to destroy his hat because Batman is an asshole. And, this is the Mad Hatter's house, and I went in there and he's crying about his hat because he's a hatter and he is mad.
Place hasn't really changed much.
Uh... Oh, no, I'm in the wrong place. There, I gotta go here. Thank you for your patience. And that's no different from Gotham City. The exact same place. Here we are. Boink. Doink.
Another victim. Sooner or later, the killer will slip up. Let's hope it's this time. As with the others, the victim's face was removed pre-mortem with surgical precision.
Ew.
The care taken suggests the killer is more concerned with the parts he's taking than what he leaves behind. Someone has taken a lot of care.
Is there enough blood in the face that, like,
to destroy any forensic evidence
you
at the
would
crime
die
scene?
during the process of your
Sometimes the
face
lack
being
of
removed?
evidence is all you need. I'll filter for particles of the bleach and see who was so
Right?
determined to cover their tracks.
Like, I wonder how quickly after, like, the killer removes his face that the person dies. I'm just curious. That's because it's winter, you idiot.
It's Batman!
Hello. Oh god. Ah, he's phasing into the snow.
You killed that man and dumped his body back there. Why did you take his face?
It wasn't me. I just dumped the body. He told me to use bleach to clean it up.
Who told you?
Wayne, you know, the rich guy.
You're lying to me.
I'm not. There's an alley near the courtroom. That's where he is. He's crazy, man. You don't want to go in there.
Could the killer actually be Bruce Wayne? Oh no. I have to stop that.
No one's coming, little girl. You either do what I want, or I kill you here and now. It's just, if you make me kill you, I'm gonna take my time. I got a reputation to keep up, know what I mean?
No. Thank you. I'm gonna find someplace safe to hide from.
Oh, that's all of them. Yeah. I got a trophy for it. This is the right house. And in it you'll find a bunch of medical supplies and teddy bears with bandages on them, which is funny if you're a murderer, I suppose. Like, why would you? Oops, I should listen to the journal.
This is the journal of Dr. Thomas Elliot. My work is complete. The pain, though still present, has been worth it. He will suffer for what he did to me. He will suffer the way I have suffered. As I look in the mirror, I understand how Leonardo felt when he finished the Mona Lisa. How Michelangelo felt when David was complete. My work has taken too long. But now it's time for my masterpiece to be unveiled. My new face is ready.
I couldn't have put it better myself. I take it you're here to stop me?
What do you think?
I think you're too late.
You're a killer, a psychopath. I will stop you.
Really?
A twisted fucking psychopath.
You look
Just like Bruce Wayne. It took time, of course, to find the perfect donors, to
I
graft
don't
on
think,
the flesh, and finally to lose myself in order to create this. 6 people died. Unfortunate, but necessary to complete my plan.
I don't think we're gonna fool anybody.
Why would you believe good old-fashioned revenge? To be
oh
honest,
yeah, Eddie. Yes.
I don't care if you do. Wayne will suffer, and you will not stop me. I can see you have your hands full with Arkham City, but it's time for me to leave now. Pray we do not meet again. Next time, I will not be in such a generous mood.
And then he just saunters off. And he's done for this game. That is Dr. Thomas Elliot, known by his supervillain name as Hush. Him and Bruce Wayne were childhood friends. He went on to be a surgeon. I think his family also died. He's jealous for Bruce Wayne for reasons. He wants to
close the file on the identity thief, Oracle.
Have you caught him?
No. Prepare a new file on Dr. Thomas Elliot. I'm uploading all the details from his surgery.
Elliot, the famous surgeon? Didn't you used to be friends?
We were, a long time ago.
So he was the identity thief? Hang on. This says he used the faces he collected to make a new one that looked like yours. I mean, Bruce Wayne's. Is he crazy? No offense. Are you going after him?
He's gone. He's left
No
Arkham
offense.
City. I'll hunt him down tomorrow.
So there you go. That's the identity thief. Batman, as usual, is having a normal one. Alright, that's every single other one completed. Except for this one. I forgot what that one is. Let me look that up right now. Oh, it's the fucking Zaz one. I have to do that eventually, I suppose. Let me get... Can't trust anyone, not even yourself. Let me go solve this one here. I'm not fighting you.
Can't believe Catwoman broke into Strange's vault. How did she even know where it was?
She is a master thief. Oh, how did that person that's really good at stealing things steal that thing?
Give me 5 minutes over the wall. I'll show this stinking town a whole new kind of crazy.
Alright, let's find out what we actually have to do here. There's one that I just can't figure out. Let's see. However, when you hit the bars rise up to block your throwing gadgets at a distance. You need to stand on the panel and use your line launcher tie rope to get inside the cage. Oh. That's cute. Anyway. 433. Oh, you have to find this thing. Where is this? Tiger Brain is here. And there's more stuff to do in Arkham, like there's the New Game Plus and stuff like that. I probably won't stream that because it's just the same shit. But I'll stream the DLC because I've never played that before. Nope, that's not it. Might even do it tonight, who knows? Yep. Okay, so to confirm, it's everything, all physical challenges, everything in Wonder City, everything in the museum, everything in the steel mill, everything in the Bowery, all things in the subway, the industrial district. There's one more riddle in the amusement mile.
Look out! Can you see where the madness began?
I'm about to. Amusement mile. Riddle solutions. Number 8, is that? That's right over here. There we go. Okay, let's go. That hack passport's Chronicle, right? Oh, I believe so. I actually wasn't paying attention, to be honest with you. Yeah, they usually, they set up passwords that are, like, tangentially related to whoever it is that set it up. Our brain registers Cornsicle. It very well could be Cornsicle. There's like a frozen ear of corn. Country girls make do and all that. No. Got him. Is there something here? Oh. I know what it is. Somewhere out here. You look off into the distance and you can see Arkham Asylum. Alright, now let's do the last riddles here. Oh, there's also like interview tapes, which we might listen to. We might listen to. And that's all I'll say on the matter. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 24. Oh, that's in the, that's actually inside the hideout, yep. Okay, so we'll get to that later. What about the riddle? Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Perspective. Can you get yourself there?
Sorry for being unnecessarily hostile to Riddler. I just hate him. I used to really like him. Back when I was a dumb teen. There we go. Now there are no more indicators, but I still got a riddle to do. Uh-huh.
If you're planning on making your mark in Arkham City, you'll need a special kind of realtor.
Oh, that's inside the base, so I can't do that. When we find Zaz, he has like a hideout, and there are some things inside the hideout. So last I gotta do here is do the old tiger brain, and then bum around until I see I hear a telephone ring. Okay, I didn't tell you to do that.
We have to kill to see the sun again.
Just go to sleep.
When that damn tower exploded, I thought we were all gonna die.
Now the only bad thing about the side quests in Arkham Asylum, Arkham City I mean, because there we go, is you just gotta wait for some of them to happen.
He's too chicken to fish.
Hello, Batman. Do you recognize my voice?
Victor Zaz.
In the flesh. I'm so happy you remember me. I'll never forget you. I've got a special game planned, Batman. A game just for you. Ring, ring.
I just got a trophy for starting the quest? Yeah, you do. Okay. That's silly. But yeah, as such, you just gotta wait around for a phone to ring. Because I waited to do all of them at once. Intentionally, yes. I wanted to, like, just do them all in one go, but, it means I gotta wait.
Feel this place getting worse, minute by minute.
But luckily, there's a lot of phones in Arkham, so long as I hang around, like, the ground, or area where there's, like, buildings and shit, I should be good.
When I get out of here, if I get out of here.
It's not even midnight, so, I think I'll finish this up, and that'll be everything to do in Arkham City. And then, I don't know how long the DLC is going to be, but I kind of want to be done with this game. I very well might... I might finish the story mode and then call it, and then stream something else next time, and then come back to this at some day in the future. I don't know. It depends on, there we go. It depends on what people want, I suppose. Because what I want's important as well, but, I want to listen to the gracious people hanging around to hear my dumb mumblings.
Speak.
Oh, Batman, you sound impatient. That is good. That is very good. You'll need that to solve my little game. You may have heard that I have been providing salvation to the mindless drones lucky enough to answer my calls.
Hardly
He's only
salvation.
5'8".
You've been killing
fucking
them.
manlet.
That's a question of perspective. For example, from where I'm standing, I can see 3 little piggies just waiting for me to cure them of life. From their perspective, I'd imagine they see things differently.
If you hurt them, Zaz, I will hunt you down.
I bet you will. But first, a little game. Right now, somewhere in Arkham City, there's a phone ringing. I know it's a big place.
Oh, Dr. Cassidy works at Arkham City. Arkham Asylum. She was in the first game.
These piggies. And don't try anything clever. I had a friend help me bounce the signal through every relay from here to Bloodhaven. You will never find me. Now hang up that phone.
Ooh, Batman, you sound impatient. Don't say it like that. The sexual tension between Batman and his villains, I must say. So, now I have to get to a random phone in Arkham City. And if I don't, Zaz will kill a person. And I get a game over because Batman just wouldn't be able to live with himself, I suppose. As if it would be the first. Oh my god, stop. It was a cable, you couldn't go around it? Most of them just want Batman. Like, carnally. I mean, Batman is pretty desirable. Have you seen his legs?
Did I ever tell you about my first kill, Batman? No? As I am sure you are aware, my parents were dead and I was rich. So rich I could have anything I wanted, but of course, all I wanted was them back. I now know that that was impossible, of course, that their death served a higher purpose. But back then, I had yet to experience the joy of cold steel cutting through warm flesh. I had no idea how I could save these people from the relentless misery of their existence.
You should have stayed that way.
Really? Then I'll stop now. Find another telephone, Batman. Goodbye.
What, you got offended? I hate the word flash. I don't like it either, to be fair. Speaking of Flash, did you know that in the 1960s, the Crayola Crayon Company, the crayon that was originally called Peach, was called Flesh, as it was a flesh tone. But I've learned that fact, and I've hated it ever since. I guess not a fun fact, but something that's been rattling around my brain. Yeah, because it's like, you know, the tone of white people. And then eventually they were like, well, there's other types of people, so let me not, let's not call it Flesh, let's call it Peach. But that word, I just don't like it. I don't even like it in reference to, like, meat. Like food and stuff. It's just like a ugh kind of word. and certainly not in like a sexual context, because I can guarantee you that's like a word that fan fiction authors like, but I don't. That would take me out of it. I don't read fan fiction because I don't read anything, but once again through osmosis, I get an idea of what they're about from hearing people talk about weirdos on AO3 and stuff. On Tumblr, I mean. They do. Oh. It's like, I know it, like, it's a thing that, don't read fanfics, but God, the ones I've heard. Oh, believe me, I have no intention. I read some while I was in high school. That was it. And then eventually I was just like, this is too embarrassing. I was going to say, I know it's also a thing with, like, romance novels. But, like, people just refusing to describe, like, they just will not use, like, the anatomical words for, you know, like, people's stuff. Because I know it's not, like, exactly, like, sexy words, but, like, the fucking analogies they come up with is, like, okay.
It's me. Run, 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 or the blood will start flowing.
Okay. I can't look at fanfic without remembering the ones I've read when I first discovered them. I was too young to be reading that shit. That's a shame. That sucks to hear. Because, like, yeah, no, I totally understand that. Because, like, we all had the internet. And, boy, we shouldn't have. Just objectively. I've heard some fucking weird ones. Member. A throbbing mass. If you will. It's like all of the things that E.L. James will say to describe a vagina without saying the word vagina. Like, fucking grow up. These aren't, it's not hot what you're saying. I would much rather you just say, like, what it is. Treat me like a fucking adult.
You made it. I think I will continue my story. I feel the need to talk. To confess, maybe.
Like describing it as like a manhood or a womanhood. Like, shut up.
But not for long, of course. I took to gambling. Or maybe it took to me. If only I had been good at it. Good. I may not be where I am today. As my life spiraled out of control, I desperately formed a plan.
So as you've noticed, this fucking piece of shit will, like, tell you about his origin story, while you have to triangulate his position by following this little signal here. And it's kind of annoying, and I have to, like, devote an inordinate amount of attention to it. But, this is it. This is the entire side quest. And to be honest with you, I couldn't care. I mean, like, some of it is well voice acted, because, like, I love voice acting. And later on in the story, it's, like, kind of cool. It's emotional. Like, the performance, I mean, not the story. But, it's just, from a gameplay standpoint, really boring. I know. I gotta get me some water. Let me put this down there and that up here. Take a drink of water. Because I wanted to stream tomorrow too, but not if my throat feels bad. Do I have Ricolas? Did I take those? I feel like I have them around here somewhere. I would have to look. I like Ricolas. Oh, a phone. I can just stand around and it'll appear. That's excellent.
My flesh is begging.
Shut up. I'm cutting you off there. Shut up. My flesh is begging you. Like, shh, you whore. Yeah. Yeah, he said what you thought he said. That was just horny. Wasn't it?
The iceberg lounge was crawling with the disgusting flesh of humanity.
Stop using that fucking word. We're at like 4 already.
The money, of course. At the beginning, I seemed to be winning. The cards all went my way, and I found myself at the owner's table.
Ooh.
For some reason, I thought I would win, that he would play fair. I looked around the table. I saw the people I was against. Card sharks, thugs, princes, and the disgusting midget who ran the place.
That's a rude word.
One by one, they all lost or folded. The chips were piling up, and it was just him and me.
No, it's not. He just wants Batman that bad. He really wants. He really wants Batman. He wants Batman to give him something.
What's up with this weather?
I'm just gonna kind of hang out. I mean, there's some phones. Let's just,
Can't kill people on an empty stomach.
I like that the graffiti is like just a texture that they applied. So like the exact same graffiti is like there. Like I know nobody should care, but it's just a funny little like, that's funny. It looks very copy paste. Like granted, there's a lot of game and there's a lot of stuff to design. Making games is hard, I know, but like, just a little funny thing I noticed.
The city into one big freaking zoo and let the animals tear each other to bits.
I literally have nothing else to do. 3 more riddles though. And that's everything else. I guess I could be flying to like the hostages, but like the phone call is just gonna have me go somewhere else.
The freaking man!
Uh-oh. Stop. No, my game crashed. What the fuck?